So the first thing you see there is that container. And if you notice, the dragon is emitting sperm into this thing that's like an egg. So, and then this egg thing has wings, and that's the round chaos I was talking about before. It's the container of the, you can think about it. You can think about it as the container of what matters. And one of the ways of really thinking about, of organizing your framework so that this way of understanding can work for you is to start thinking about the world as being made out of what matters. And then you come into contact that now and then when you come into contact with something that matters. Now, Heidegger had an idea like this, by the way. Heidegger was very interested in, he thought Western philosophy had gone off its tracks in some sense with Socrates, which I think is unfair. I think what happened is that Western philosophy developed immensely in one direction and left some other directions not very developed. So I don't think it's fair to say that Socrates like derailed us, but he helped us blow up in really a lot in one direction. But Heidegger said, look, enough of that for a while. It's too rational, it's too limited, and it misses the central issue. For Heidegger, the central issue is, what is being? Now, you might have heard about David Chalmers. Anybody ever heard of David Chalmers? Okay, so David Chalmers got famous because he made this question about consciousness. He said, there's the hard problem and the easy problem of consciousness. The hard problem is why we are conscious. Because his notion, which I think is, I don't know what to make of it really, I've never been that fond of it, is that we could just as easily be totally deterministic zombies, machines, with no consciousness whatsoever. It's like, or we can't figure out why we couldn't be like that. You know, we could build a robot, hypothetically, that did everything that we did that wasn't conscious. Now, maybe we couldn't, but maybe we could. So then, what is consciousness and why is it? I think that's formulated, that question is formulated improperly, because I think the hard question is way harder than Chalmers' hard question. Because the question of being is a harder question, and the question of being is, why is there anything at all, and what is it that is? And I don't think that's distinguishable from the hard question, because in some sense, there isn't anything without consciousness. Or that's one way of looking at things.